there, you're holding a sign, Black Lives Matter. If they find a box truck that they can run through 1,000 people marching down the street, they will and not care it's you. I mean, they have attacked our nightclubs. They've attacked airports. Oh, but these are people born and raised in your country. What would you do? They've attacked nightclubs. They've attacked airports. They've attacked. It was Bastille Day, folks. Do you understand in Nice, in France, what Bastille Day is? That was your 4th of July 2 weeks ago. And people were sitting outside enjoying their family, fireworks, everything, and a truck run them over. Folks, it is time to get with somebody that can handle this situation, and I have to tell you that's Donald Trump. But those are your 2 vice presidential possible candidates. Are you in an uproar over what Newt said? Let me know, 706-889-9700. Or are you okay that Mike Pence said this, and this is your VP pick? Maybe he's the safe guy. Because I will tell you this, the media is swooning over Mike Pence. Oh, how refreshing. How refreshing. Thank God Mike Pence is there, right? And Newt's in big trouble. For what? The truth. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. As soon as we get back, we're going to have Dr. Whaley in here. We're going to have Sheriff Dane Kirby here from Fannin County. We're going to start the discussion, a 30-minute discussion on cannabis oil, medical marijuana. We're going to start that discussion, but it's going to be a long series over time. We're going to ask our doctor some questions. We're going to ask our sheriff about some of these illicit drugs coming into the community that you should have a prescription for. All that when we return here on Good Morning from downtown Blue Ridge, Sycamore Crossing. I got Tupelo tea. I better get here soon and go and get me some tea because I can't stand when that place is closed. I need tea. I got Tupelo tea. I got New Blue Home and Gift. And I've got the Broken Bull right behind me. And I want to give a shout out to Melissa Searcy and Angel Searcy and Rick, because Rick's going in for pre-op this morning. He's got to have an operation, so we want to remember them. I'll be back in a brief minute. Hey, I had a good meeting yesterday with Chris Clifton, Sheriff of Towns County. I went up to Towns County yesterday. I didn't have anything to do, so I drove up to Towns County, and Sheriff Clifton and I sit there for a good hour, just checking out the lay of the land. I'll be back after these messages. I'm your host, BKP. And we're back. Good morning from the office. Yes, this is my office, as I told you. It is downtown Blue Ridge. We come to you every Friday morning here from 8 to 10. We have a new show we launched this week, the Scott Farrell Show. He comes on from 10 to 12. Yes, he's going to be right here on the couch. He's going to do his show here this morning. He wants to be in Blue Ridge also. Who does not want to be in America in Blue Ridge? Especially, please, if you're coming, be legal. Legal. Let's stick with that, all right, folks? Lonnie, are we running okay? Huh? Are we? Well, why don't you have a mic? I mean, you know, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm upset. I'm hurt. In fact, I'm hurt. I mean, over a year we've been together, and I find out you're paying attention to his show.
Well, he said it like 80 times.
I ask you to pay attention nicely every day. I say, Lonnie, will you pay attention?
I'll
Huh?
remember that.
Okay, folks. Give a quick shout out to Lonnie. Lonnie has taken on all these new challenges here, and he's making it happen, and he's working through any technical issues he has, and he's taking on the challenge. So I want to give a big shout out to Lonnie this morning. How long is this nice side of me going to last? I don't know how long I can keep doing this.
Taking bets.
Taking bets. Lonnie's taking bets. If you want to get in on that bet, how long this nice, loving, compassionate side of BKP lasts, you know what? I'm going to get to that in a minute. But if we're taking bets on how long this will last, our phone number is 706-889-9700. You can text me at that. If you ever want to get in a conversation, that's our hotline at FetcherNews.com. If you know of news, 706-889-9700, let us know. Also, you can reach us at Chief at FetcherNews.com. Give us all the things going on, or if you want to get in the conversation. Another thing real quick before our pet of the week, we have Baxter coming in, a beautiful dog. He's already here, waiting to come in here. We've had Patrick, Lola, now we got Baxter. I tell you what, beautiful animals, all up for adoption. Renee's going to tell you about that in just a minute. But if you want to get involved at FetcherNews.com, you want to be a reporter, you want to report on the Board of Education, the Board of Commissioners, anything like that, city council, if you want to do community reporting, you want to keep up with the courts, you want to report on the courts and cases and what's happening there and law enforcement. If you want to get involved in sports, Team FYN Sports, anything. If you're in Towns County, Union County, if you're in White County, Lumpkin County, Dawson County, Murray County, Fannin, Gilmore, Pickens, or Cherokee County, North Carolina, get in touch with us. We have a place for you. Fastest growing online news network in North Georgia. In Georgia, period. We're the only live online news show here. Okay, now, Chris Clinton, the sheriff. Now, Jerry's calling this one. I can't take Jerry because I got a pet. I can't. We had the phone rigged. Could it work? Okay. Let me tell Jerry I'm going to call him back. Hold on. Hey, look, you go on about 9:50 for 5-6 minutes because I got a lot of guests, but I'll get you on at 9:50. I can't help it. I got a lot of guests. All right. I'll call you back. That's my brother. I can talk to him that way. That's my brother. Then he's in New Jersey, so I got to talk to him like that. We got to get serious with each other. Anyhow, had a great meeting with Chris Clinton, the sheriff. Folks, I'm gonna get Jerry on at 9:50 for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we got our pet of the week. I don't want to do it till after the pet of the week. We get our pet of the week in here for about 15 minutes. We're gonna get Jerry on to close the show. Listen, folks, we're at war. We're at war. It's Islamic. It's Sharia law. We are at war. You understand? This ideal of killing them with kindness is over. You understand? What are we going to do? Kill them with kindness? This ideal that we're going to continue to build relationships with our allies. Are they going to invoke Article 5? Nice. We talked to the sheriff. Soft targets. I want to thank all of you out there in law enforcement today. I mean, rural county, I will tell you this, we're not here to scare you this morning, we're here to tell you the truth. Rural counties, you have the sheriff like Dane Kirby here in Fannin County, Stacy Nicholson. You have down there in Stacy Nicholson in Gilmer County. You've got Mac Mason up in Union. You've got Donnie Craig down in Pickens. You've got Chris Clinton up in Towns County. You know what they all know right now? They all know about a soft target, and they all know that they're not in the it couldn't happen here zone, and they are being diligent about making sure it doesn't happen. Because you know what? This is America. If we want to have a parade and we want to have 10,000 people on the streets of our towns, we want to feel safe. And it has to happen, and we can do it. I am so upset with all of this gun legislation talk. Look at Paris, look at France, look at the death tolls there, and they have gun-free zones, probably the largest restriction on guns maybe in some areas of the world, and look at what's going on. 84 dead this morning. Man drives a truck. Now, he sprayed the crowd with bullets, but he run over people, just flat run them over, drove a truck. Hey, how about that, Black Lives Matter? You better check the video for this, and I'm being serious. You better check the video. I'm not telling you can't protest, but go shut down interstates. Somebody's not going to be happy, okay, one day. And you've seen it happen in Paris. I'm just saying, folks, just saying. Now, the morning after Muhammad and his truck, what is that? That ought to be, that ought to be a book in the library for all the children to read, right? Folks, it's our kids at risk, our future, our country. I gave you 2 examples this morning. What were the examples? Newt Gingrich and Mike Pence. Now, if Donald Trump picks Mike Pence, I can be okay. But we seen that, right? We seen the Mike Pence comments this morning, which is okay. Newt Gingrich went for the throat with nothing more than the truth. All the media is, oh my God, Newt wants to block Muslims from coming in again, and Newt wants to check out everybody, and he wants to put everybody through testing, and that's not who we are. Folks, we got to figure out who we are. I know who I am, Lonnie. You know who you are this morning. I'm just checking real quick. You got it together? Okay, I think Lonnie has it together too. That's not who we are. Are you not tired of these one-liners, okay? What's the president going to say now? What's he going to do now? Huh? Nothing. It's Islamic terror. It's Muhammad. We've got to get these imams. Let me tell you something. Don't say to me again, peaceful, loving Muslims. Don't say it. I'm not saying there's no such thing. I'm not saying there's no such thing. But don't tell it to me. Tell it to somebody else. I don't want to hear it. Here's what happens, folks. This is what happens. You need to listen to me. Here's what happens. Is one of these attacks happen, and these little staffers, they start yelling, go through the book, go through the book. Find us an imam. That's the same thing as the preacher, right, Lonnie? All right, just give me a yes or no to help me keep going, all right? So they get a little, they say, oh, get us an imam out here. Get us an imam for the camera. Get us an imam to say real quick that we love people. We're a peaceful religion. Get us an imam. Guess what, folks? Guess what? That's what they do. You want to prove to me peaceful, loving religion? You want to prove these things to me? Fine, prove it. Let me see you march in the street. Let me see 1,000 peaceful, moderate Muslims march in the street saying no more terror, holding up posters, peace, love, not war, blah, 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 blah. Then you might get my attention. But if you just keep trotting out an imam on the, oh, get me an imam. Hey, terrorist attack. Are you available today at 2? No, get me another one. Are you available today at 2? Yeah, come down here and say you're peaceful, loving Muslim. It's Islamic terrorists, folks. Well, I got to go to my pet of the week. I got to bring down there. Lonnie, somehow this has got to be all your fault. It's 9:26, folks. I'm here in live downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get Baxter in here. You know the good news, Lonnie, is Baxter didn't bite me through all that, so he won't bite you. We'll be right back.